best strawberries. Hi, my name is McKinley. Thanks for clicking. I really appreciate it. In today's video, we're going to talk about the 3 best reads of the week and my favorite cover of the week for the week of September 22nd. But first, let me show you the haul.
This is an epic haul. Not only do I have stuff from my LCS, but I also have a package from Golden Apple Comics in Los Angeles, California. And if you want to see what's inside this package, that will be in a video called Cover by Haul or something like that. I'll post that on Monday. So if you want to know what's in this package, I'll let you know on Monday. But for the rest of today's haul, the rest of the comics that I got, this is what we're looking at. And unlike a lot of stacks where it looks like a lot of comics, but it's a lot of variants and multiple copies of the same issue, there are no multiple copies of the same issue. No, oh, I got the variant of this one as well. This is all single issues. So let me show you what I got. And if you've seen any of my videos before, you know I'm going to start off with the big 2, and that's Marvel and DC. And what did I get on Marvel and DC? We'll start with Marvel. I got the new issue of Moon Knight, and I picked the Miles Morales 10-year anniversary variant cover. That was Marvel. Now let me show you the DC haul. I got the new issue of Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, number 4, with the variant cover art by Rose Besch. I got the Batman Secret Files Miracle Molly issue. I got the new issue of Catwoman. I got the new issue of Batman by the Tiny Onion. And that was my DC haul. Now let's move on to the indies. And we're going to start off with the one that isn't really an indie, because you end up buying just as many books on Image as you do DC or Marvel. And so let's start off with Image. The new issue of Radiant Black. The new issue of Vinyl. The new issue of King Spawn, number 2. And I believe this rounds it out, the new issue of Sweet Paprika by Mirka Andolfo. And of course, I picked the cover that the not all ages cover. So that rounds it out for the Image books. Now let's move on to the real indies. And I got the new issue of Cherry Blackbird. And I got Impossible Jones. The new issue of Marjorie Finnegan, Temporal Criminal. The new issue of Bunny Mask. This haul keeps going on and on, doesn't it? I got the new issue of Killer Queens, issue number 2, the second issue. And rounding out the comics is the Last Ronin, issue number 4. This is finally out. But that's not the end of my haul, because I also picked up the trade paperback of Stray Dogs. I got the floppies a little while ago, and PZ, I know you left a comment asking what I thought about this book, and I'll tell you what I thought about this book. I enjoyed those floppies so much, I bought this trade paperback so I could send it to my sister. Hopefully she's not watching this video, that way it's a surprise to her. But yeah, it was that good that I was like, my sister needs to read this. She's super cool and always knows the coolest stuff way before I do. So I like to, whenever I can, send her something that I think is cool that she doesn't know about. Definitely down to do that. And Stray Dogs, I know she doesn't know about this. It is so good. Oh my gosh. The hype was real and deserved. It's a page turner, so I would only recommend it in this format instead of getting the floppies, because you just can't put it down. It's such a good story, and I hope she enjoys it as much as I did.
If you want to see what's in that package from Golden Apple, I'll be posting that haul video next week, probably on Monday. It'll be a cover by haul. I also picked up some stuff at the farmer's market.
I did pick up some goodies. Got some fresh strawberries from the Vasquez Farms. I also picked up Cajun Spice almonds from the Stackhouse Brother Orchards, where I bought from these guys before. Last week I got their hickory smoke almonds. These are just as good, just a different flavor. And also from that Stackhouse, I got more pluots. So these are some of the different pluots that I got. More different types. These are all really, really yummy.
Now that you've seen the haul, let's talk about my 3 favorite reads of the week and my favorite cover of the week.
My favorite cover of the week is without a doubt this Rose Besch cover, variant cover for Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, number 4. I've posted some of her covers before. I love Rose Besch's art, and there was no way that this cover would not be the cover of the week for this week. She's just awesome. I totally love her art. And this story is by Tom King, so it was actually pretty good. And the artwork inside was pretty good too, I have to admit. But regardless of what's inside, we're not talking about what's inside. It's what's outside. You can judge a book by its cover, or maybe you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, because it doesn't matter what's on the inside. In this case, we're talking about the best cover of the week. And the best cover of the week for this week is this Rose Besch cover for Wonder Girl. You've seen the haul, so you know it was a big week for books. And not only was it a big week for books, but there were a lot of heavy hitters putting out issues this week. Tom King, Garth Ennis. There were also newer guys like Ron V, who had issues out this week, and Mirka Andolfo. And the Tiny Onion had not one, but 2 issues out this week. So this was a big week for some heavy hitters in the scribe part of things. There were a lot of really good books this week, and that's why it was really hard to pick my 3rd favorite book of the week. But I decided my 3rd favorite book of the week was the new issue of Moon Knight. Each one of these issues has been kind of a standalone issue, even though they relate to the issue previously, but you could still pick up this book at issue 3 and really enjoy it without having had to read issue 1 or 2. But you should have read issue 1 and 2 because they were both really good too. I am really enjoying Moon Knight. I enjoy the art. I enjoy the story. And I really like that you don't have to have read the previous issue to totally enjoy the new issue. Now let's move on to my 2nd favorite read of the week. Just like picking my 3rd favorite read of the week, it was just as hard picking my 2nd favorite read of the week. But I finally decided that my 2nd favorite read of the week was the Batman Secret Files Miracle Molly. The Tiny Onion has written a beautiful origin story for Miracle Molly that makes you just want to get on board and love this character even more than you already did. And I'll be honest with you, I wasn't really that much of a Miracle Molly fan, but after reading this origin story, I am totally on board with her. And I am sad to see the Tiny Onion leaving Gotham City, because it's not just the readers, but it's characters like Punchline and Miracle Molly that will really be suffering with Tiny Onion leaving Gotham City. This was a great issue, and it seemed a little bit longer than a regular issue. Totally worth picking up if you did not already. Now let's move on to my favorite read of the week. My favorite read of the week, without a doubt, is the long-awaited new issue of The Last Ronin, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles saga, story, whatever. I don't know how you say it. I'm not really a Turtles fan. Excuse me. I'm not really a Turtles fan, to be honest with you, but I have been enjoying this series a lot, and I really do enjoy the old issues. So, as I was discovering some old issues, the Last Ronin series came up, and I really enjoy the artwork. In this issue, there'll be 2 spreads done by Kevin Eastman. I'm hoping I get his name right, because I honestly, like I said, I'm not really a Turtles fan, but I am a fan of this story. And that's why it's my favorite read of the week. It is so well done. The artwork is excellent. And if you're not reading this story, this is like one of those like Red Room where it's like, if you're not reading it, you might not really like comics, because this is a really great story, really great art, and just this is what makes comics good. Just like Red Room makes comics good, Last Ronin makes comics good, and that's why it's my favorite read of the week. I know you have 900 other channels to watch, so I really appreciate that you made it this far in this video.
Please like, share, subscribe, and do all that YouTube-y goodness. And don't forget to check back on Monday to see my cover by haul. Peace, love, Bunny, and Bear.